Grab this thread as I walk away. Oh, it's back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fuck, dude, I really. Shit, bro, if it messed up, now I have a chance to talk about what I was talking about without stuttering like a million fucking times. As I walk away. Whoa, whoa. Damn. Bro, that was in silver. As I walk away. Whoa, whoa. All right. You know what? Stream cut out. Stream cut out, right? I'm going to re-talk about what I was saying in a clear, concise format because I stuttered so much when I was just talking about it. So this will be easy for you now to edit. So look at it. This this article on HLTV right here, expert take, age and motivation contract. I read this and it got me thinking. Right here, it talks about life. Right here, this quote right here got me thinking, talking about a work-life balance. Lars Robel, if all a player has is esports and esports not going well, then life. I'm not talking about that shit again, dude. Fuck that. I don't feel like talking about it again. I have the VOD saved. Never mind, nouns. Right when I started talking about this, like, man, I'm not even gonna be able to have like the same excitement as I did when I first started talking about it. I'm gonna probably have to edit that because I stuttered so much. 1208. Is that guy in here still that wanted to watch me do a VOD review? If he is, I could do like a half of a VOD. If he is, if not, I'm probably gonna call it here. Oh, you are? Okay, we could do one. Let me download one. What map do you want me to watch? You just want me to VOD review like as if I'm taking notes for myself? Up to you, man. If you want to sleep on you, but yeah, any map. Okay. Well, let's go over those two. I wonder if I should save this for. I wonder if I should save this for the IGL videos, because I have this down in here. IGL series. Demo reviewing as a team, as an IGL, as a player. I want to go into this like in detail with the script and stuff. So I don't know if I should save it for that. You're talking about like how to VOD review, or if you just want to see me just VOD review. Because if you just want to see me VOD review, like I mean I could do that for like probably like 8 to 10 rounds because I'm a probably aim train before I go to bed. But I could do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll save like how to do it as like an IGL. Let's see. Who should I watch? Who should I watch? Oh, Big. I'll watch Big. Fucking love Big. Vertigo too. Ain't trying to stream? I can't do that because I blast music, and I can't be like looking at chat. I got to stay focused. That's like how you should be aim training. It's all about quality. No distractions, high quality aim training for like 15 minutes is so much better than just lots of distractions for an hour. Watch the new overpass video. Wondering where can I find the lineup for the HE on the stairs you mentioned. It's on Enfo's channel. Look up Enfo Hip. This nade could change the pro meta. New monster grenade lineup. This is like.
Hello, it's Info Hip.
Hello.
Hello, it's Info Hip. This is just a video about a new lineup for the monster grenade that I previously made a video about. It's just going to be a much more consistent lineup for people who have an issue throwing the on the run lineup that I showed in the video. So all you have to do is just hug this wall. You stop once there's a very small gap between this tile and the doorway. Put your crosshair on the corner of the tile, and then you're just going to run forward. And once your crosshair hits the shadow in the ground, you're gonna jump through. So it look like this. A tiny gap, crosshair in the shadow, on the tile, and then bada bing bada boom.
Hello. Apex versus Gamer Legion should be fun too. Man, I'm watching that Big demo, dude. I fucking love Big. What happened to the IGL? It's still going. I just have to write scripts out for it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll probably write one out next Monday. Like the next video at the BCT side. I can start going into more detail. I gotta cover just the basics and then go into like the actual deep shit. You know what I'm saying? Like next one's probably gonna be about just like what should be going through your mind CT side as an IGO. What you should be calling. Hell yeah. Looking forward to it? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to make like the most comprehensive series about IGLing ever because it just does not exist for whatever reason. As I walk away, whoa, whoa, destroy my sweater. How's that video doing actually? As I walk, Smucky CS. If you want to destroy my sweater. Is Rush being you in? No IGL needed? Everybody got a point there. Ugh. Why does HLTV throttle downloads, man? Was that dude? Are you on Uwu Pine's team, Luke? Fuck. Who's on your old team? Oh, I thought you were on that dude in the chat earlier, Uwu Pine. If you want to destroy my sweater, whoa, whoa, pull this thread as I walk away. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Alright, I'll probably only be able to do like 5 rounds of this demo review. So I'm thinking about it now. I gotta chop up this VOD into stuff that needs to be edited so Nouns can edit it before I go to bed. Because I'm not gonna have any time tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be going to the gym. I'm gonna be gone all day tomorrow. Wait, who? Who asked? I'm only good at stopping beat rushes. No worries. Okay. What demo are we gonna watch? We're gonna watch Big versus Mouse. We're gonna watch from Big's perspective because I'll usually just pick a team to watch their perspective from. Or if it's CT side, I'll just pick a player and just watch my own role. Unless it's like I'm trying to find setups for a map or a site. But if it's like for like an individual role, I'll just watch my own role. So like, pretty much the only map I do that on is Nuke because I play ramp. And there's no setups you gotta run on ramp. It's all individual. So I'll only watch the ramp player. But if I'm playing like Inferno, or if I'm watching a demo on Inferno, I'll watch for their setups and how the 2 players play together, not just one of them. Or let's say Overpass A site. I'll watch how those players play together and not just one player. If I was an opera, I'd just watch the opera, obviously. But for me, you know, I have different goals and different things I need to work on. If you want to destroy my sweater, whoa, whoa. Team has only played 8 scrims in 2 weeks. Were they high quality scrims? If they were, that's fine. Going in dry. What for IM? But anchoring IGL is off meta. Are you talking about playing ramp? Yeah, it is kind of weird for an IGL to play ramp. But I think Snappy from NC plays ramp. I'm pretty sure he's NC's IGL. I was just watching his demo yesterday. Alexi B also plays ramp. I think it's I think I know why, and this is what kind of happened with my team is that because I'm a pack IGL, and I think both of them are too as well. That they always get to play with the pack, so they play like fun spots, right? So like Inferno, I play banana. Uh, overpass, I play A. Like I play a lot of like map control spots that are like fun to play around because you know there's a lot of strats you got to call. But when it comes to nuke, there's not a lot of setups you can run on nuke. Nuke is all just about calling rotations and like individual play. So like the IGL doesn't need to be in a specific spot. And so what happens is that the players, you know, you kind of you got to give and take. I got literally every spot I wanted on every other map. I didn't want to play ramp on nuke, but neither did anyone else. So it's like, you know, you gotta give and take. So I'm like, I'll play ramp. It's not a big deal. And then they can play their spots because they're all happy playing outside and everywhere else. So you just gotta give and take, man. I got every other spot I wanted on every other map, so I'm fine with playing ramp on nuke. And plus, Enfo was calling the rotations anyways, and he's really fucking smart. Way smarter than me when it comes to nuke, that's for sure. So I'm fine with that. I call T side, he calls CT side. Watch Vertigo. Alright, when I watch demos, I use this config right here. I'll put this in the chat. This makes it easier to watch the demos. I play every bitch roll. It's very fun. I used to do that too. That shit is not fun. I mean, you can find enjoyment in it. I still end up getting a lot of like the bitch stuff because I'm always util man and I'm always buying util instead of over AK. I'm always entering if everyone's like full util. We're all packed up. So, but the positions I usually don't play bitch roll positions. But I do a lot of bitch roll stuff T side. That plus COVID equals 13 kills every Mirage game. Well, you play B site, CT side. All right, look at. If I'm watching this demo right now, I'm looking at their pistol strat, and I'm gonna take notes on this. This is an A rush. I know this smoke here. I haven't done this smoke in so long. I think it's a fast left side smoke. Why can't I spectate it? Yeah, they're just gonna rush here. That's interesting. Yo, I kind of like that. So like, this is something I would take a note on. They smoke left side fast, and this guy's extra util to like smoke right side, like to probably re-smoke it, because you don't need both smokes if the guys run up through yellow because that smoke covers sight. See what I'm saying? It was like a yellow rush, and then if you look too, Crimbo drops the util. He drops an extra molly to Tabson. So he's just gonna smoke, and then Tabson has all this extra util. Molly's out sandbags. That's smart too. And then just rush the site like this. He flashed headshot? What the fuck is this? This bullshit's going on. Hold on a second. Turn this all the way down. So if you flash headshot, I don't think that blinds anyone else on your team, because it'll land right here. Then it'll blind everyone back here, but anyone your team's not gonna get blind from that. That's pretty sick. That's something I would take a note on. This in command makes it a breeze to watch. It does. My team does not know how to run a default anyway to fix that. Shit, bro. That's something I can't really talk about right now. There's so many videos on how to run a default, man. Let's look at one of those. I'm gonna have a really descriptive one where I go into like a lot of detail, but I don't think I have the time to talk about it right now. What the fuck? Frozen just peeked. Oh, he's peeked right there. That's what happens when you pick that shit dry, Keto. Wait, who got replaced? Keto, Searson, Tizian, Tabson, Crimbo. Who was the other person? Nentaris? Nentaris been replaced. Favin? Oh, I thought they replaced Keto with Crimbo. So this is something that it looked like they were doing, just going for like a full A exec because they know Miles is on pistols. So watch, I guarantee this guy's probably just gonna hold lower flank from like, yeah, he's just gonna sit down here. They don't even challenge B main control. He's just responsible for flank. They're all gonna take ramp control really thoroughly, but they're kind of fucking up because that guy just got peeked from Crane. That's kind of lazy of them. But it seems like they're just gonna use all their utility to clear out like all the map control. They're not even gonna try and take B at all because there's no need to. They're on pistols. If you just do like a full molly exec on A site, you're gonna win. But it seemed to go wrong. He just caught a timing here. Oh, they reaggressed. Yeah, they caught a lucky timing. 2v2. They got the kills. Still can't rush in the site because it's probably a stack. So they have to take their time here. They know one more's close. Oh, that spam's sick. It's a smart nade too. Keto was standing in for Favin. Oh. They did this. This is old when Crimbo stood in for Gade. Keto standing in for Favin. I think this is recent, man. Yeah, this is recent. Smoke right side. Oh yeah, this is a different way to smoke left side. It's a bit faster instead of going around the sandbag. Seen this before. Just gonna walk it in. Might as well, right? That's pretty smart too. In 2v2, you throw your util, you don't need to rush in, make them think that you might have want to be. They're just gonna contact in. Like what angles are they gonna hold when both those smokes are down? That's something I would just like notice and just take note of. Should be aware of flank soon, right? Unless they know he's dark. Yeah, that was a good eco from Miles, bro. They almost won that. Alright. This is something you should take note too when you're watching a demo, is the util that they have when they start the round. Big is pretty low on util this round. So what are they gonna do because of that? It looks like they're doing a set mid to B split. These guys, Tabs is probably gonna fake ramp control. Yeah, my secret. Well, they know that they're eco too, so that's, yeah, they know that Miles is eco because they just forced last round. Come out mid. It looks like they just instantly grew for this or for this B split. Holy shit. Pearson's low util. Nading secret. So take note of that. They're already conditioning the secret nades. When you go into a demo, you should like be aware, because I saw a NATO Sapphics tweet this, is that when teams go into a demo, they usually do research with the other team and they'll pick out like one or two strats to like the first one or two buy rounds to play it, like what they want, pace they want to set, and then they'll just play off of that. So like the only two things that they have preset are the first two rounds. They're not gonna just do a bunch of different things. So this is what you should go into a demo looking at, is that like knowing that they're gonna do one thing, they already have something planned for the buy round, and then everything else after that, like the first two buy rounds, everything else after that is all about filling out what the last round, what the enemy did last round. You shouldn't be going into a game and doing what I used to do and just calling a bunch of just different strats just to call them. You should be conditioning and you should be adapting your every round from previous rounds. Don't be calling random shit because it's so predictable. It's so easy to read that. So they probably went into this wanting to condition that secret nade. And maybe late taking ramp control, because look, they're late taking it right now. See, here comes the late take ramp control. Rose ended up smoking off yellow? Oh, he did. That's sick. I'm about to kill her there. Damn, he fell. So what made them go instantly into this mid to B split? This is what I would go back and look at. They knew the two were ramp. That's for sure. They had the op shot and they saw someone smoke off yellow. They're running a 2-1-2 right now. Wonder if there's any other tells. Oh, it's 1-2-2. My fault. They have mid control. They know that 2 are B or 2 are A. Because they're gonna hear this op shot here. And that guy smokes off yellow. There's probably one elevator floating. And they get a kill on this. Oh, they're already leaving. And they get a kill, so they just explode off of that. They're like, alright, we got the mid guy. Let's just fucking explode. There's probably one elevator. They smoke off the elevator guy, and they instantly go into this mid to B split. Which is, like, pretty smart. Because after... It's usually standard on Vertigo CT side to play 3A initially, and then that guy just floats elevator as, like, a... Sort of like a mid player. They killed the boost player, which is technically a B player. So they know that B is super weak, and they're already set up to a split. Mid-rounding after the default is also important. Yeah. They did. I swear to God, 1 or 2 of our guys are too scared of dying. And I'm a B-Apps lyric, so not much I can do. Has to try to change. Yeah, you could try it. Yeah, you gotta be vocal, man. Dude, go over the demos, man, so you can state your opinion. If we'll just leaders to shut up, we can fix the problem. You're bitching with Connor that half the time. I don't even know these people. It's like players are uncomfortable roles, and then some players in here they have more. Yeah, they might be uncomfortable, dude. And also, people should be able to talk and speak their mind. It shouldn't just be about shut up and listen to me. It's like a really unhealthy team, a team environment. Everyone should be able to speak their mind. All right, they get bombed down. After they get bombed down, I look at how they set up post plant. All right, 5v2. They know that CTs are probably gonna end up saving. They're gonna go hunt them. You just get through this. They're probably gonna hunt, right? No, I guess not. So then I would take note, because I would have hunt them. Why aren't they hunting them? It's probably because they realize the op is so powerful of defending against hunts. That's probably why they didn't go hunting. They're like, alright, this is not even worth it. That's something I'd take notes on. Like, you should be watching a demo trying to make predictions, and then when those predictions go wrong, ask yourself why and replay the demo. So look at it. Now that it looks like they're going for like an early B pop. Because they've been conditioning late ramp takes. So the CT shouldn't see anything, different here. They're like, oh, they're probably just gonna late take ramp. Oh, he actually goes to rotate. I wonder if they have any tells. Yeah, they made too much sound B ramp. Yeah, they're leaving one here to jump spot. So it looks like they're trying to late take ramp and go for early mid to B hits. Like they're trying to condition that. How do the CTs adapt? Because you got to think about when you're watching a map is like, what's the desired piece of map control and what are like the one-offs and the pace changes? The usual standard like desired piece of map control is ramp, but they're not going for this early round. What are they doing? They're going for early round B takes. Early round B takes and B splits. So like, I think what the idea is behind that is that they're trying to get these B players to be scared, right? They're trying to get these guys to be scared. So they util dump early round and also probably don't leave 3A mid round. So it's easier for them later in the half to go for their late takes. Then you got to look at what's the pace change. So right now they're doing late take ramps and fucking early round mid to B hits. They're saving util like crazy here too. So that's another thing too about playing this type of style of like late take ramp control or early sight hits, is that it usually makes the CTs dump util because they're scared of you. They don't know when you're gonna hit the site. And if you look at the util difference between Big and Mouse, these guys have 2 smokes left. These guys have like almost full util. So that's like something you can do. The CT should adapt to this next round by like taking ramp control really fast, right? And trying to save util. That's what they should do to adapt to this, is by saving util and taking ramp control for cheap and fast instead of dumping util and taking ramp. So now, yeah, it looks like they're probably just going to group A. They can just take their time, slowly clear out everything because there's no threat from the CTs because CTs are low util. But they are holding a smoke, so this is actually good from the CTs. They're holding a smoke and there's 30 seconds left. There's 2 smokes on both sides. So that actually might have been like a prep thing that they know that Big likes to late take. Because Big's kind of screwed if they... Yeah, they're going pretty late in this round here. They get smoked off. Yeah, Frozen's about to smoke right here. Yep. Drops his defensive smoke. So that's how you kind of counter these late take teams like Big at what they're doing right now. I think they... So if a team late takes map control, right? If a team late takes map control and they play slow, what you should do is save nades because the time is against them. And that's what Miles actually did this round. They saved a smoke here. And this is probably going to work out really well for Miles. Yeah, Big's going to get screwed over. So if Miles actually ended up dumping both those smokes, Big would have had an easier time taking the site here. Holy fuck, they get away with it. No. Oh, they don't. So that's like, you got to think of like the styles of a team, right? Are they like a rush team and then fake rushes? Or are they like a early hit team and like... So like you gotta think about like how it looks from the CT's perspective, right? So like if a T team either hits B early or late takes map control, that's like what they're going for. When they hit B and there's no presence ramp, it like there's 2 options that are playing, like those are the if thens, right? They late take ramp or they hit B early. That's what they're playing right now. If they late take ramp and there's no presence the first 20 seconds and they condition late take ramps, then the CTs, when they don't see anything early round, they're going to stay because they're like, all right, Big's going to late take it, right? And this also is masked when they decide to go for an early round B hit, right? So when they all group B early round and decide to like pop B early for the CTs on ramp, they're not going to see anything different because even when they late take ramp, the first 20 seconds, they don't do anything ramp at all. So these guys are probably not going to rotate. That's like the if-thens that they're playing off of. It's like late take ramp and early hit B. And so when you play for this like late take map control type of setup, the way to counter that as a CT is to hold either to fight for map control cheap or to hold smokes late round. And that's what Miles did, and it countered Big really well. So Big's probably gonna go for a pace change here because they know that Miles is holding smokes. They're probably gonna go for like a fast ramp control or something. Maybe. I could be wrong. Doesn't look like it. What is this? Oh, I guess they're trying to boost? I don't know. I guess not. Wonder if they know that there's 3A. It looks like they're going for this early. No! That's fucked. Should you condition aggro A ramp from the beginning or start conditioning by late taking ramp? That's the style. It's up to you. It's like the style you want to play. You should do research on a team to see what you should do instead. Late takes for map control work really well against util heavy CT teams. So like a CT team dumps util ramp control, don't take it off a spawn. Let them dump their util and just late take it for cheap. So it's like that's when it, oh my god, the voice crack. That's when it comes down to like styles. So like you have your like early pops or late takes, and then there's like a way to counter that as a CT. So if they're playing like early pop late takes, CT should be saving util for defensively, right? They should be either taking, early round they should take map control cheap because the other team's gonna late take it. So they shouldn't be throwing mollies and a bunch of flash. They should just smoke and just dry peek this, which is what Miles actually did this round. Look at. They actually didn't even smoke it, I don't think. I wonder why. Yeah, I think he just molly peeked it. Well, they did smoke it. It's a smoke. Oh, they smoked rebar. Oh, actually they did. Not that much. I don't know. I thought they'd use less util than that. But like if the T's are doing that for early like splits, pops, or whatever, and like late takes, you should be fighting for map control for cheap because they're gonna late take anyway, so don't dump your util to take it early round. And then save your util to play defensively, which is what they did that one round. So it's like if they end up going for that early round take on you and you're saving util on B, now you have a defensive smoke to play behind. And then if they don't go for that what's it called, early round take, and they go for the late take and you save your smoke, now you can smoke them off late round, because if they late take map control, then they're gonna have to finish late round. And saving a smoke really late into the round against late take teams is just super effective against them because you're running down the clock on them. I'm heading to bed, Sam. Peppo, love, good night. All right, good night, man. Thanks for watching the stream, dude. I haven't seen you in here in a minute. But yeah, that's how I think of it right now. I could change my mind later on the road, but that's how I'm kind of grasping my head around styles of play. Is this like late take, early pop? You condition the early pops. You condition the early pop so it forces the CTs to like dump a util on that side of the map, and then you just go for like late takes because you end up saving your util and they're all out of util and you can just go for like a late take full exec. But if they save util, then you're fucked. That's how I see it. I could be wrong though. Like I said. I'd be interested in posting this as a demo and seeing like NATO Sapphics or someone react to this video. And like seeing what they say about like how I view the game and where I'm wrong at, because that's the one benefit of having this YouTube channel, man, is that you have other people commenting on what you say. And you can learn a lot from other people just by teaching. Being selfless pays, man. What's he gonna nade? Default? Yeah, the flank came in. This round's over. Alright, I wish I could finish this demo. It's getting kind of late, man, I'm not gonna lie. But what I look for in a demo now is different than what you might look for. It all depends. You gotta just focus on one thing. So like if this was like a week ago, I would have looked for like T-side defaults. How are they defaulting T-side? How are they taking ramp control? Right now, I'm looking at their style and how they condition and then cashing on their conditioning. That's something I'm trying to learn right now. You should pick something that you're trying to learn and then just learn it. Don't freak out because you're like, oh my god, there's so much to focus on. Just pick something. Because that's how you learn it. Trying to learn everything in one demo, it's not gonna work. So if you want to learn util lineups, watch a demo for util lineups. If you want to learn a position, watch a demo for positioning. If you want to learn IGLing, like, so watch the IGL, be like, all right, what off spawn strats is he calling and how does he switch it up? Like right now, I was watching that demo to see what they condition and how they cash on the conditioning, because that's something I'm trying to get better at right now. And like T-side styles, right? That's something I'm trying to learn right now. If this was a month ago, I wouldn't even know what the fuck I was talking about, and I'd just be like, what strats are they running? Okay, I'm gonna use this strat, I'm gonna use this strat. Okay, I like this default, I like how they default, I like how they take ramp control. And just learning all the different ways to take ramp control, learning all the different ways to exit sites, like shit like that. Does that make sense? Learning one thing at a time is better than trying to exactly. Because if you learn 50 thing, that's the other thing too, is that you gotta realize the difference between learning and recalling. Is that when you learn something, you need to be able to recall it in order to actually like make it of use. Because you can learn a million things, but if you can't recall them, they're fucking pointless. And then you end up in that situation where like, you know, you're watching it, someone shows you a smoke and you're like, oh yeah, I know this smoke. And it's like, why don't you ever use it? It's like, I don't know, I just didn't think about it. It's because you learned it, but you didn't know how to, you didn't practice your recalling of it. That's what studying is good for. That's why you need to study your notes. And I actually had this written down as like a talking point of like, kind of like the dangers of watching like Nard Out Here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Nard Out Here's content. I'm gonna just turn this into a video now. There's absolutely nothing wrong with watching Nard Out Here's content. His content is fucking gold. And if you want to get better, you absolutely should be grinding his shit and taking notes. Where it goes wrong when you watch Nard Out Here's content is if you watch it and don't do anything with the information you get. If you don't study that information, it is gonna just go in your head and just you'll never be able to retrieve it. You need to learn how to recall that information. Because if bro, he's got 30 minutes of like 100 pro tips and tricks. Like, you really think you're gonna watch this full video and then know everything in that video? No. Whenever Nart posts, bro, I get my notebook and I write down like 5 pages of notes. I take pictures of every fucking lineup he posts that I think is useful to me, and then I study it. I'll study it when I'm done taking the notes, and the next day I'll study it again to make sure I don't forget it. What happens is a lot of people, they'll click on these videos and then they'll go from watching it for information to watching it for entertainment, and they don't really learn how to actually retain that information. You need to study these videos if you want to actually get better. Watching Nart's videos and just zoning out is pointless. I mean, you should do it because help the brother out, man. You know, he needs his views. Get that. This man deserves to be popping off. It's pointless for yourself though. Like, you're not learning anything if you just zone out when you watch these videos. Like, you need to be studying them. Recalling and learning are two different things. Because, like I just said earlier, you'll end up in that situation where, like, oh yeah, I know that smoke, but you never use it in the game because you don't know you You didn't recall. You didn't practice recalling your information that you learned. That makes sense? So, like, everything you learn, you should study to make sure you're able to recall it and remember it. You shouldn't just learn it. So, yeah, shout out to Nerd out here, though. Like, his videos are so good. It's just a lot of people take them for granted, and they don't actually study that shit. And then you'll end up watching this full 30-minute video and learn, like, 2 things because they stood out to you. And then you'll use it in a game, you're like, "Wow, I'm learning so much." It's like, dude, you watched over 40 different lineups, and you used 1 new molly? Like, that's so inefficient. Take notes, study his shit. This man is this man's watching demos so you don't have to. Don't take him for granted. My opinion, you can only get to main advance only watching Nart home videos strat-wise. Yeah, you definitely need to start watching demos on your own too, but these videos are still so useful, man. Because I watch a bunch of demos and I learned I need to watch these more too. How do you get the demos from pro games? Go to HLTV, download the demo. I load up the map while watching. Yeah, and then practice them. Yeah, and then if same thing with it, if you don't have time to practice them, if you're like you're in the backseat of a car and someone's driving, you're just watching this. One thing you can do to like make sure you don't forget these is to visualize them. That's what I do when I'm at work and I see a Nerd Out Here video. I'll take notes and then I'll sit there and then I'll visualize the lineup. I'll sit there and just try and remember what he aimed at, where he went on Inferno to throw this smoke. And that will make it stick, dude. Visualizing is literally just as potent and as effective as going into a practice server and memorizing them. Like, you need to study this shit. So if you don't have anything to write down, or if you don't have anything to like practice on, you're not by your computer, just visualize it. That works too. Fuck YouTube, I do my own demo grind. No, man, don't be taking YouTube for granted because I fell down that same shit, that same mentality not too long ago. I was like, bro, like these people aren't learning what I need to learn. Like, I should watch my own demos. Like, bro, you learn so much more from demo. Like, bro, that is just ignorant, dude. Like, Nart, Smirky, Mahone, like all those people who make like Steeko, like all these people who make these YouTube videos, like if you don't think you can learn from someone else, no matter what level they're at, you're wrong. And these people are at like an extremely high level of knowledge because they grind this shit. So like you shouldn't be taking that for granted and just like ignoring it, thinking like, oh, I'm smarter than them. Because, bro, I remember I had that stupid ass mentality. It's like, oh, bro, like, dude, Nart, like, no, it wasn't like that. But it was like, I'm like thinking like, why do I need to learn pro tricks? I'm trying to IGL. Like why am I gonna watch this? Why am I gonna go to Nades Out Here and watch his A site stuff? It's like, I'm trying to IGL and B. It's like, dude, you could still learn though. Like, does that make sense? Like, you should have that mentality of you can learn you can learn from anyone, no matter where they are, and you can especially learn from Nard Out Here and all these YouTubers. You'll always learn something new. Like Smirky's video right here, this one that he posts on Nard's channel. I remember I saw the title. I was like, oh, entry routes. I think I don't really need to watch this. I know entry routes. I clicked on it. I was like, holy fuck, I don't know entry routes. Thank you, Smirky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could, like, why just take it for granted? This is easy knowledge instead of going through a demo and like hoping you stumble across something you haven't learned yet. Like, you should grind these and demos. This is just straight knowledge, dude. What you work as, just out of curiosity. I work for my parents as a secretary. My dad has a therapy business, and I work the front desk. I just check clients in and schedule appointments and charge them and stuff. And in between sessions, I'll just be watching demos and taking notes. So, but yeah, I'm not trying to like fucking diss you, Josh, ECS, like and get on your case. It's just that I used to think that way, and it was just a pretty ignorant way of me thinking, and it just held me back when it came to learning new things. It's like you can learn a lot of stuff from this, and maybe some of this stuff isn't of use. Like maybe you're not an A player. Okay, skip it. Write down what is of use of you. If you're a B player and there's B shit, watch it. You're gonna learn something new. Like all these YouTubers, man, you're gonna learn something new. Leave the ego at the door for everything. But yeah, all right. I'm about to call a stream here. Chat. I'm gonna call it. Cut up this VOD into talking points for a video. And yeah, I'll be back Sunday. But yeah, hopefully I can start pumping out these videos because I got nouns to help me edit. So